Hello there, and welcome to another edition of Very Easy League presented by Metal Gear Speedrunners. We have a matchup today between myself, dlimes13, and MayuuChaan. Makarov360 and our boy Tino will be on commentary. Take it away, dudes.
Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Friday. So once Mayu tells me okay, both runners are ready, we're gonna do a short countdown.
So hello, I'm also Makarov, and I will co-commentate the race with Tino.
And they're off.
So a little bit about both runners. dlimes13 needs absolutely no introduction. One of the greatest runners in the history of this game, and just absolutely amazing runner, just amazing. Whilst Mayu is a newer runner, but definitely she's been improving a lot over the league, and yeah, it's a really big improvement.
Absolutely. So here in Tanker, it's, as most of you know, just a race to Olga. The first section of Tanker. Movement is key in this part, but you know, you can make a mistake, it's no big deal.
So coming up with Olga, there is one of the biggest sections of RNG, I guess, in the run, which is if you get a left side Olga or a right side Olga. Ideally on very easy, you want the right side Olga.
D-lanes with the right side Olga. And same for Mayu.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is... We've shared everything. All the bad and all the...
And Olga went back for both runners as well.
Perfect, Olga. That's what you like to see.
And no death drops. No, that's unfortunate for Mayu. A little bit of a left stick issue, I think it was.
Possible hostiles sighted. Send backup.
Understood. Backup unit.
Who's there? Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
Acknowledged. Assault team, check it out.
And Limes is going for the swag strat in engine room, which saves 1 second over the 1974 strat, because you don't have to skip a cutscene. And Mayu is doing the good old 1974 strat.
Understood. Assigning all personnel to the starboard entrance to the engine room.
He got me! Stay on lookout for the intruder!
Understood. Assigning all personnel to the starboard entrance to the engine room.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed.
Both runners successfully avoided the sensor. If you miss that shot, the ship is going to blow up, and you really don't want to do that. It's really unfortunate when it happens.
Freeze.
Yeah, so Limes was a bit monk-IS with the USP shots. What what those USP shots do is they make sure that the last guard in deck 2 is always going to sleep when you go past him, so there's no way to get spotted by him. And that's a textbook guard rush from dlimes.
Yeah, a bit of an interesting strat with pranking the guy behind the box, but all good. Perfect. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunate for Mayu, she missed the last guard. That was a Monkai's ladder glitch by dlimes.
They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear Force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to Metal Gear is another Metal Gear. With Ray.
Alright, he got the domino. Let's see how Mayu does.
With Ray, the 100.
Nice. Pretty good hold one.
The holds are definitely one of the scariest parts in the league, and we've seen a lot of continues in the holds.
Oh, absolutely. It's terrifying. But these two had no problems with it at all. Very good from both of them.
And that's a successful tanker for Limes. And a successful tanker for Mayu. This part of the run is mostly uneventful, nothing interesting really happens. However, you can see that Limes is going for the memes and is picking up the M9.
You always gotta go for the memes.
I'm under attack. Stay alert.
Stay on the lookout.
And Limes goes for the extra memes and picks up the extra M9 ammo as well. Mayu is going for the regular 1974 caution strat. For a long time, it was a lot of runners believe that this actually saves 2 seconds, but I believe it was BMN that showed it doesn't actually save any time.
Back in my day, we used to kill that guard. We thought that that was faster, but yeah, it was demonstrated that it's actually not.
Yeah, that's like a 1920 strat. That you've
Come
ever before.
Freeze. Who is that? It's the enemy. I need help.
Understood.
And Limes unequipped the M9 and is preparing the menu glitch. The menu trick, whatever you want to call it. So by unequipping the M9 before the Pliskin cutscene, that will put your M9 on your previous after the Stillman cutscene, which saves a menu. And the menus add up over the run, and even one less menu saves a lot of time. That's an unfortunate missed cartwheel by Mayu. So you can see that Limes is going for the 1974 clockwise bomb disposal. That's interesting. So that's an interesting strat for strat D. You don't really see that a lot. I've seen Platonic also experiment with this quite a lot. It's interesting, that's for sure. However, I'm not sure if it actually saves any time. It might save a little bit of time, but definitely not a lot.
Oh, that sure was interesting. He almost got shot there.
And Mayu is also going for the 1974 clockwise bomb disposal. And the reason that I'm calling this the 1974 strat is because some recent discoveries made the box route or the conveyor belt route slightly faster by about 2 seconds or 3 seconds on very easy. And that is pretty recent. I would say it's about 1 or 2 months old, depending on the route, because there are 2 conveyor belt routes. There is AF, there is AE and FE. Those are the struts where you pick up the boxes. And the FE one is about 2 months old, whilst the AE route is about 1 month old, I would say. So yeah, pretty recent discoveries which save about 2 to 3 seconds.
Has to be said though that the execution on those strats is a bit harder than the traditional route, but it's nothing that the top runners can achieve.
Nice claymore pickup for Limes.
Absolutely.
Who's there?
Alright, so strat A. This is a room that every runner hates. This room is not good, it's annoying. So what you have to do is you have to go into a very specific spot. You are not allowed to move at all once you reach that spot. And what we do is we defuse the bomb from the opposite side. Oh, when some unfortunate missed coolant rises from Limes. So that's quite a big 6 to 7 second time loss, I would say.
It's about three seconds.
4, I believe, because of that M9 shot. He couldn't go prone.
All right.
4, 5 maximum.
Mayu now entering the Strat A room. Even if she's about 1 or 2 minutes behind, she's doing pretty well.
So Limes is now going to defuse the Strat C bomb first before picking up sensor B. It was discovered that doing it in this order is 1 second faster. It was discovered during the previous Very Easy tournament, and it was first done by King of the Bees, and then Limes tested it, and turns out it's 1 second faster because there is no codec delay.
Now Limes is making his way to Fortune. The best boss in this game. By far.
Yeah, it's basically an auto-scorer, but not really.
Yeah, we can explain that a little bit more later. Ooh,
Oh.
a missed cartwheel, huh? Very uncharacteristic coming from dlimes.
Yeah, that's very odd for Limes. And holding the gun is also a meme, so I don't know why he's doing that.
For the memes. You know, you always gotta get some memes in there.
Some unfortunate movement from Mayu as well, struggling to get into the load zone for the door. But now, there is a question on everybody's mind. Will someone get the swim of shame?
Oh no. Why are you doing this? You don't ask that. Well, hopefully not.
Lime seems to be in a good spot. Yeah, nice. And now Limes is moving onto the Fortune fight, and we do a setup at the beginning of the fight. We turn to the right and do 3 punches. Not too fast, but not too slow. We crouch down, and that allows Fortune to destroy the forklift as fast as possible. You might wonder why the forklift? For no particular reason. You just need to destroy it for the fight to progress.
Yeah, you know, she usually does it on her own accord, but you know, we're doing things to influence her behavior, making it easier to or faster this fight.
And I will also add that Limes is in the 1974 strat for Fortune, because UT, have another strat which I consider superior, but it's also a little bit more confusing.
They're pretty much equivalent, I would say. Mayu now entering Fortune. Good punch buffer. That's a flawless fortune from Limes.
That looks like a frame 1 codec from Limes.
I think so.
So Limes is going to go chaffless.
Chaffless is always scary. You can pick up a couple of chaff grenades in Strade roof for a later section of the run. Makes it much easier, but Limes has no problem doing it chaffless.
So there are two versions of chaffless. There is the M9 version and the AK version. Limes usually goes for the M9 variant of it. What you do is you basically keep the M9 up, and then when you reach the window where the guard is, you turn and you quickly shoot him. That shot is really scary, and if you miss it, it's all going to go haywire, basically.
Nice damage cancel from Mayu. She got the chaff as well.
And that looks like some stair gliding from Limes. And a fast bomb.
I thought it was called the David Wildsters.
Yeah, that's what BMN calls it, but it's basically, it has a lot of names. You can call them the David stairs, the Dark Drop stairs, the Dav stairs, or just stair gliding.
That's a very unfortunate Fatman from Limes.
Yeah, bad RNG. You want Fatman to go down, that's ideal.
Apache wants everyone to know he invented the stair gliding, as he calls it. So there you go, guys. Stair gliding.
In my opinion, it's better than the Dav Drop, because it has the potential to save more time over the run.
Oh, for sure. It's a bit obnoxious that it locks you in the direction you're going once you start mashing square, but if you do it right, you can save a bunch of time throughout the run. Mayu just now entering Fatman. Let's see what kind of RNG she gets. Ooh, going for the newer strat.
I should also
Fast
give
bomb.
a shout out, since we shout outed Apache. This new lethal Fatman strat was discovered by Plywood.
No fast bomb on the second one, but good RNG. Great Fatman. Oh. Not sure what's going on there with Mayu. She's having some problems with.
Either that's a controller issue or just not paying attention. And Limes went with the BMN AK equip.
What are you doing?
So what the old strat was, or what most runner used to do, is cartwheel as soon as you go into the door and equip the AK then. But because of the risk of seam crouches, most runners don't do it anymore. And Limes is doing the Claymore strat for the computer room. You put down a Claymore, you shoot it, and depending on which side you go, you do a different buffer. If you go to the left, you do a 2-punch buffer. If you go to the right, you do a 1-punch buffer. This isn't necessarily faster than an ideal B1 computer room, but it makes a fast elevator 100% consistent, which is a lot better than 99% of all B1 computer rooms. Because It is still slower than an ideal B1 computer room with a fast elevator, but at least it makes it consistent.
Yeah, and Mayu's pausing. Screw analog, she says. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Platonic, screw analog. You are not a good runner, you use analog on EF.
Oh my god. The memes in EF.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1.
And very unfortunate aims for Limes.
King.
But I should probably say this, that Mayu actually didn't lose any time for pausing, because if you pause, you also pause the IGT.
I have an unknown target here. Send backup.
And you might also wonder, why is Limes unequipping and equipping the BDU so much? Well, for a couple of reasons. The BDU offers a little bit of camouflage, which isn't really useful on very easy, but on higher difficulties it is. And another problem is that in some rooms, having the BDU on loses time. It loses a few frames on PC, but on the HD collection, it can lose up to 1 second, 2 seconds.
And the slime is making his way to Harrier. Mayu with the Jennifer room.
So the room depends on the time of day. So I believe Jennifer room is from like 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. or something like that.
I have no idea, but you know,
It's after midnight, that's for sure.
something like that, I believe. Mayu
So,
got some really bad
From
luck with
12
the...
a.m. to 1 a.m.
Yeah, Mayu got some really bad luck with the aim spawn. That aim spawn is kind of hard to spot sometimes, but she had some good awareness and got right to him.
Yeah, it's also hard, in my opinion, to see aims if you get a Jennifer spawn. They are pretty similar models.
That's a very fast shot on the Cypher sensor.
Yeah, that's Monk Eyes. So let's see the Harrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 high damage.
Good shit.
And +1 hit. Let's see if Limes can skip the cutscene at the correct time, unlike me. 1, and that's a perfect 5+1 high damage.
Yep, that's flawless.
And I can see that Limes has the AK on previous, which means that he'll go for the AK chaffless route.
This should be interesting. I've never seen this actually performed in a race.
And that was almost a righteous special.
Almost.
So we have specific names for some mistakes. They're named after runners. Coming up is the dlime special.
Encounter the enemy requesting backup.
Understood. Eliminate the target.
And no dlime specials. And nice cipher for Mayu.
Oof. Don't try that. Yeah. I've been there. Blew up
That
the
was
bridge.
some awkward movement.
Understood. All units exercise extreme
Now,
caution.
coming up is the max special. And
Oh my
God.
god!
oh god,
How in the world
that was
Okay,
a dead
then.
zone for Mayu.
am I going for the
2 plus
What's it
5
called?
plywood strat.
yeah that thing?
Limes is just lucky. That was just completely luck. That's unfortunate for Mayu. That was almost a perfect 2.5. Oh no, that was the wrong spot.
No.
That's a really unfortunate area fight. This is why I hate 2 plus 5.
Yeah, 2 plus 5 is usually a little bit more consistent than the usual 5 plus 1, but if you make a mistake, it's very costly.
Yeah, you're allowed to do more mistakes if you do 5 plus 1. They're not as costly as, and as major as mistakes if you do 2 plus 2.5.
Mayu with some menuing issues, but just fix it all.
Now, will Limes blow up the president like Apache did on very easy, which takes 2 missiles on world record pace? And he didn't.
What a classic.
No deal, I'm special.
I took these photos.
And as you can see on Mayu's screen, the chaff grenade route is a little bit easier since you don't have to worry about those ciphers that almost got D-Limes killed, but yeah, that's what you would do if you pick up the chaff grenades in Strata Roof.
Now, will Limes go for a swim glitch? He definitely can afford it. But will he?
Oh, absolutely, I think he has to. Fast elevator too, yeah, he has to now.
So, Limes is just lucky. First of all,
Yeah,
the
he's
sniper
going for
shot
it.
him at the perfect time. And he got a fast elevator. This is just insane.
Will he get one cycle?
I thought that was almost a fake out.
Ooh, yeah, he's
No one
in
cycle,
there.
but still 1 cycle. But now, will he surface at the correct time?
I had a little bit of trouble there, but
Yeah.
all good.
Will we see a turbo ramp 1? Turbo ramp 1. Quite
Ooh,
a
that
new
was
strat.
sketchy. D-pad for the win, he says. I'll just refrain from commenting on that.
Yeah, D-pad is king on EF.
I'll refrain on commenting on that too.
I personally hate D-pad movement, but for setups, D-pad is just perfect. Because it allows you to be a lot more consistent with movement compared to analog.
Well, that's true, yeah.
So that means that you can avoid the two mines on EF consistently without risking it like Platonic does.
It's not that hard with analog. But you know, analog is just for the brave, so there you go.
You will like analog until it backfires.
True, true. I'm glad to see Mayu didn't blow up the president
Yeah,
like
that's the
Apache did.
on world record pace. Don't forget that.
On world record pace as well, yeah.
And Limes reached the best part of the game, which is MI squad.
And Mayu seems to not be doing swim glitch, since I don't think she's practiced it enough. It's a really hard trick, actually. You know, these top runners make it look easy.
Yeah, I will never forget how it backfired on me.
Oh yeah, that was unfortunate.
I wanted to bail out as soon as I went to the other side, but I said, why not let me try again, and that backfired completely. Because I would have won the race if I just bailed out of it as soon as I changed sides.
Oh, absolutely. It's a risky strat, but it pays off. If you do it in 1 or 2 cycles, that is.
Will we see a Phantom Radio call? And
Hopefully
no
not.
Phantom Radio call.
Good vamp from Mayu. And that seems to be a good Emma bump from dlimes.
Oh no. Oh no. That's pretty bad.
Did she equip the AK?
Yeah. It's on previous.
I guess I've forgotten to do that before, and that's no good. But she's fine.
Yeah, and usually you never realize it until you reach the room with the president.
Yeah, she seems to be having controller issues. Apache's telling us.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of dead zones and obvious control left stick issues like you saw there.
Right. Very unfortunate.
At least it's not as bad as Platonic.
Oh, don't remind me of that. That was heartbreaking. And Limes is in the sniping section. Best part of the game.
Please find a skip for this.
I don't know, I kinda like it. Gives you a bathroom break. You can go grab a cold one. You get time to look at the sunset.
Yeah.
Raid nice.
So, some runners can pull a GMC and basically just call please skin and do whatever they want.
T-lines with the power squads. Yeah, dude. You didn't get the phantom call, it seems.
Poor please skin, he was shot like 20 times in a row.
And a good Emma bump as well. D-Lime's now showing off his sniping skills.
D-pad only.
Screw that.
Yeah, Limes uses only D-pad for sniping.
Ugh, that's kind of gross. Not gonna lie.
I use D-pad only for them too.
Well, yeah, that's okay. I do that too. Well, that was interesting. On Mayuu's screen, she grabbed Emma. She hugged Emma into the loading zone, which not many people do. Bit of a sketchy round two, but that was good, yeah.
Emma's health was Monkai's.
A little bit.
At least it wasn't a GMC special.
Oh no.
Hopefully
Mayu's
that
throwing.
won't be commentator's curse.
Don't even say it. Mayu drew us a little bit of a smiley face in sniping. How
Now
nice.
this room is extremely scary. You don't want to get a continue in this room.
Absolutely not. You lose a bunch of time. It takes you back to the end of sniping section. Yeah, that's a big time loss. You don't want to do that.
It's like 45 seconds.
I think you even have to reopen the door after sniping, right?
Yeah, everything is reset.
Yeah, it's absolutely awful.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper? You know this fellow?
And as Limes moves on
Remember
to
me, don't you?
Arsenal Gear,
You've grown.
Mayu is halfway through, about there.
High
Sniping
concentration
section.
of cerebral implants. Have they altered your memory too?
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to find you.
Listen, I'll free you in a
So
little
if
while.
you're killing the
Brace yourself.
seagulls, you want to be very careful, because if you kill too many, you get an extra codec call.
That loses you about, I don't know, 10 seconds maybe?
Sounds about right.
D-Lime's moving on to Jejunum.
I won't say anything about this room. Yet.
It's better that way.
Is there somebody there?
Ooh, that was a bit
That
sketchy.
was scary, that cartwheel.
But he's made it.
Yeah, that's what matters. And next up, you just have to answer a couple of codec calls. Nothing really interesting going on.
D-Limes is telling us that the call you get from the seagulls, from killing the seagulls, is optional actually.
I thought it was like
good
a
to know.
red codec call. It's a necessary codec call, I thought. Nice vamp too from Mayu.
Damn, kid. What are you thinking? Damn, kid. Moron. What are you thinking?
Now there is a
Damn,
curse,
kid.
which has to do with this room that
Moron. What are you thinking?
Limes is currently in ascending order.
Moron.
If you do what
Damn,
BMN
kid.
does, you
What
are
are
not
you
going to
thinking?
TP, and you're not
Damn,
going to win
kid.
the race.
Moron.
So basically you don't want to stand still, you want to do something. And that was a nice Tango 1 skip. This is another pretty big RNG section because the rate at which the tangos come out is RNG dependent. So you can lose or gain a few seconds depending on how good your tango 2 is.
I really wish there was a more consistent way of doing Tango 2, but with Beswick's setup, it's pretty fairly consistent, I would say.
It came as a complete surprise when Ocelot discovered the creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Beswick, please come back to VE.
It's a development program to
Thank you.
artificially reproduce Solid
Yes.
Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When
So
Foxhound
an interesting fact about the Solid speech. You can do whatever you want. You cannot lose time per se. You can gain time, however, if you spam Stinger missiles. However, that's not allowed as it's considered IGT manipulation.
Solid Snake's sudden appearance.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other ways of gaining time here, but as you said, it's not allowed.
Because
Thankfully.
for some reason, lag saves IGT. Just MGS2 things.
There we go. That's a cutscene we wanted to hear. Thank you, Mayu.
That's not allowed on the boards.
Split between life and death. You ran from it. And now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
It's for good RNG.
Oh, the risky strap.
Oh! Uh-oh. Bit of a mishap from dlimes. This is very costly, actually.
That backfired.
But he went for it.
Backfired.
Give him props for that.
GW.
I retire, he says. Come on, dude.
I admit that I underestimated you.
I agree with that. Use the DS4, it's the best controller ever.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my
Wii U
son.
Pro Controller for life, dude.
However, I can see that we can all agree on something, avoid the DS3.
Oh yeah.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
It's
And the 360 controllers, mainly if you like D-pad, just avoid those. Mayu now making her way to Tango Skip. First try, very good.
Now the solidest fight for limes. And decent start. And that should be a shorter dash. And it
Hell
is a
yeah.
short dash.
This is where it gets interesting.
And yeah, this is where things get interesting. People's Elbow, that's a good
Yeah,
RNG.
that's some good RNG. Oh my god. Oh,
Nice.
a little
That
bit of
was
trouble
really nice.
with the last parry, but yeah, that was pretty good. GG.
Do you remember?
That's GG to Limes. This is really annoying. The BMN strategy, you just stand there and do nothing.
Yeah, Mayu, that's it. You got at
So
least power squad a little bit.
let's see what strat Maya goes for. And she went for the JMC buffer, where you open up the menus, and the regular 1974 strat, and successful. That saves time over limes.
No save boss as well. There we go.
Credits did not freeze. That's a decent start for Maya as well.
Solid first phase.
And that's a short dash. Or a shorter dash, not really a short one. So, will she get... oh no.
Oh,
That's why I don't look in first person. That's really unfortunate. People's Elbow, that's
good
good
RNG,
RNG.
and
And
that's
GG
GG.
Mayu.
Well, that was fun.
It sure was.
Oh.
Yeah, I had some really, like, especially in Solidus, I don't know why I was going to first person there.
I just did some dumb stuff. Like, my R2
I
kept
was
sticking a little bit,
surprised.
and coolant rises and crap. Just like 10 seconds worth of dumb crap.
I want you, Limes, to tell us a bit more about that race fight.
Yeah.
Well, my last shot, I didn't get the lock on because my R2 got stuck, so it kind of put me out of position, and that it just went out of control from there. Like, that's the easiest shot, and I missed. But whatever. I don't care.
I'm more curious about the movement in bomb disposal.
Memeing mostly, but strut A, pump room, I just bad coolerize, so and it happens.
Am I allowed to say that I feel a bit meh about the fact that everyone who's playing against me is memeing if they play against me? Platonic did it. No, you did it.
I didn't really meme. The only memes I did was like on AB bridge. I went the other way. Otherwise, I really didn't fool around too much because, like, I want the best average time, and BMN's close, so there's a selfish gain for me to play well.
You did have the M9 almost the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I always run with the gun out on occasion. It's not really memeing, it's just the thing. But, I don't know. I mean, I haven't played it all in a couple days. I just booted the game up when I got home and just played, so whatever.
And this is still probably a 102.
Yeah, probably even with the raise, I think it's a 102. I have no idea. Probably like a 102.40 something. If it's in the 20s, I'll be surprised. But Swim Glitch was good. All my boss fights were generally good,
I would
except
say
for raise.
150.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Mine
normally
kept
I
up
would
for
say.
a while.
Yeah, normally I would say, hey, you're free, but I didn't want you to feel bad, so I let you win, of course.
Right, of course. I appreciate it.
I wanted to give you your 10-0. I just wanted to be nice. Normally I could beat you all and mop the floor with you, but yeah, I just wanted you all to feel good, so I wanted to give everyone a win.
And Mayu just has to hold back.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
I'm just too good.
On a more serious note, I mean, you have played well in League. I mean, some of it's just unfortunate matchups and stuff, but you've gotten better and better just about every week. So, I mean, you're going to get a 104 soon.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So,
and if I can finally motivate myself to train more and not just go on my PC and be like, okay, I'm gonna practice room for 30 minutes and go into my race, it will happen sooner, but somehow I can motivate myself really that good at the moment.
Yep.
Tough times.
Well, you got one more game left. I'm done. So my bye week is the last week, but you play Mr. Smash next. So
Oh boy, that's gonna be interesting.
This is the first matchup where I'm really going to practice every day from now on because I want to give this guy a run of his life with that.
Well, thank God you got 3 weeks to get ready for it. So like that's gonna be I hope you can give him a run for his money. I mean, I would love to see him lose.
Please do.
Who wouldn't love to see it?
Oh. Apache should not have 2 wins right now. So Apache should have lost to Tino and should have lost last night. So
yeah, I just want to remind everyone that Apache got a 1,550 against me in the
BMN.
the race
3 wins.
that went to the tiebreaker. 1,510. Oh. Yeah, that's achievable, but by Mayu, you can beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely achievable.
Yeah, you've got this.
I mean, it would be even cooler if he would be on the edge to the playoffs and I could snitch his playoff spot away with it. But that won't happen, so... But hey! He will be the only one to lose against me in League.
Are you kidding me?
Wow! Okay, I know, chat, I would have beaten that no matter how hard I would have played out of my mind.
How the hell was that? How?
That's impossible.
That's insane. With all that? Plus raise?
Alright, yeah.
Prince Queen, I'm calling Prince Queen.
Oh
yeah, he was definitely Prince Queen.
We need to do some sciencing before we can verify this race. Just saying.
God.
Oh god, and 10 rations used.
Yeah, I've been doing that as of late, so that and eat all the pentaz. Oh, just a fun meme. That's weird, like, okay. I probably lost 10 seconds on Rays. I had to have. Already lost 5, that's 15. That's yeah, and then little stuff. I should do world record attempts, honestly.
But to be
Tonight?
honest, even if
Maybe.
I had my hiccups here and there, got dead zoned, controller trolled me. Like at the lockout Emma, I was spamming triangle, and Apache was sitting next to me. He was confused as hell too. Like he wouldn't open the locker.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Yeah, controller slowly giving up, I guess.
And that Harrier was really unfortunate.
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw
the
that.
Harrier
not great.
was something. I mean, I'm so glad I scienced this Harrier out before I was even doing it myself. Because for a 2P1C, Apache and I were going for a easier setup of the two. We were going for 2+6, but like really easy variants of it. And I scienced it out that if you really mash square when he's flying towards you, you can sneak the third shot in, no matter what.
Or just turbo it. Turbo square and do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the superior 5+1.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, 5+1 is so consistent with turbo. That's why I went away from 3+5. So
yeah, but I have to say, they are not that different time-wise. At least I
they're
think
not.
so.
I personally, I just think 3+5 introduces the element of extra BS, like a super low damage shot where you have a pixel of health left, or just you're depending on where the Harrier is when he does his flyover shots, and I just don't want that RNG. That's why I switched.
Yeah, but for me, I can't get the hang of the 5+1.
That's
and
fair.
The 3+5, it's like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that's an option. It's definitely a viable option. Plywood does it. Can you do it? I mean, it's good. I just find 5.1 a little more consistent.
It took me weeks to master 5+1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we have another. Now we have another variant, which is. I also would say it's easier to perform, easier to pick up. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Any predictions?
105 something.
106.
Yeah.
I just want to say, if this is a 105, I would.
I think it's a 105. It's a
105.59.
maybe.
105.59. I'm calling.
I'm going with a 106.20, something like that.
105.49.
I think it's probably a 102.
I'm calling 105.59.
God, imagine if Makarov got it right.
I'm pretty bad at guessing IGT.
Yep, that's true. Especially when it comes to your own IGT.
Wow.
I'm 1 second off.
Wow.
I don't have live split open, by the way. I don't have my time open.
Nice guess. Yeah, we can see your taskbar. It's not open, so.
Yeah, that was impressive.
And if you remove 2 minutes and 1 second, you get 104.20.
The fun number. Right.
Yeah.
But all right, well that's
Sadly it's no 106.09, but funny enough it could even happen, but I was playing the Scissor 61 because I needed to good vibes again.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
I mean, I don't know if you had the sound for it, because, yeah, unfortunately my game is in German, and it always defaults to German again. And I can't be bothered always changing it.
Well,
I hope you had the sound for that.
Well, I do appreciate the commentators, and that'll wrap it up for this edition of League. 1 more week to go, a few more races left, and then our playoff in January. So we'll see you later, and have a great day or night wherever you are.
See ya.
See ya.